Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sim Racing Alliance Multiclass.
Today we're at Spa, in the wet. I'm your cameraman, Jess Osborne.
I'm your picture-in-picture Aiden.
And I'm your provider of vibes and casual quips, Kyle. Happy to be here in Belgium. How are you guys liking the chocolate?
It's a lot better than America.
My doctor says I'm diabetic.
Don't listen to your doctor.
Not a statement by SRA. Anyways, this is an absolutely insane track, as many of us know, because, man, we were just racing here for the Team Series event how many weeks ago?
Like two
2
weeks
weeks ago?
ago, and it was a
Because,
little brutal too.
I blacked
absolutely.
that part of my memory out. Had a bad concussion from my Rex.
And unsurprisingly, it was similar this week around Monza. And I'm expecting similar fireworks with it being multi-class, not our usual MO. I wasn't here. I wasn't racing or broadcasting last week, so this is my first time even watching one of our multi-class events. So
Same
I'm
here.
not familiar with the standings, who did well, what happened, or anything. So I hope y'all did.
Let me tell you, I was out there in the SRA media vehicle. It
The
was a
ambulance.
GT. It was a GT3 car, but it kind of didn't have the power that normal GT3 cars have. So I kind of got beat by every GT4 car. Um, and that's what the media car should be doing: following from the rear, leading from the rear, capturing those great images. Um, so not disappointed. Happy to be here with you guys. A lot easier, not hot in a race suit.
Oh
About
yeah, I'm glad I'm not on the track, and they are.
couple
Absolutely.
milliseconds from being dead in a wall. You know, we
It
got
has
air
been.
conditioning in here. There's a butler.
Oh, there is. Yeah, we
SRA
didn't
has
tell you
been
guys about that.
good.
Yeah, I've seen too many close calls between GT3s and GT4s in the practice session. So, if the race is anything similar or possibly even worse, this we might be seeing a couple people drop.
Wouldn't be surprising. And if this week is anything like last week, the top GT3 drivers to look out for are Dominic Duran, Doug Mitchell, and Brian Anderson, all familiar names. And for GT4, Evan Kim, Patrick Rust, and Thomas Greer are showing everyone else how it's done.
Love to see it. And right now for qualifying, the lower class cars are out because not just GT4s. I've seen a couple. Excuse me. BMW M4s possibly, at least one. Let's see. Looking through the list here. I mean, for the most part, it's just GT4s. You got your McLarens, Caymans, Aston Martin Vantages, and let's see. Oh yeah, Mercedes as well. A couple of those. And I counted them three, not one, not two, but three Camaros. Which, unsurprising, they have a very large tank from what I've heard. So possibly they may have the advantage, seeing as this track is just extremely, not extremely, but rather long. So
It
they
is
may be able to
extremely
hold out on
long. I
fuel.
would say 7 kilometers. It's a long boy.
It is a pretty lengthy track, I will say.
And you
So
definitely feel it in the Porsche.
Evan Kim claimed the fastest lap in the GT4s.
Unsurprising, that man is rather familiar with the Aston Martin. I did a multi-class event just when we were starting multi-class events at the Nürburgring, and he was not easy to pass. I will say, even in a GT3, he was not easy to pass.
Takes a unique human being to choose the car that's slower
Sarverius saying those
and
GT4s going to
easier.
be eaten up on the straights. Oh boy, are they! I think that's where a lot of the chaos is going to
Oh,
happen at
absolutely.
the top of the hill and going into turn one.
Oh, here.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm surprised nobody joined the Super Trofeo or the Porsche Cup.
Evan Unda, a whole second up on his current best right now. That's not quite enough to get him up to P1, but if he pulls out more, it might be.
That's the kind of Aston Martin I'd like to take at the beach.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just from the paint job, it almost looks futuristic, doesn't it?
Ooh, can GT4s take a Rouge and Radeon flat? I don't believe so. And in fact, I think they're midway downshifting. But I could be wrong, just from what I've seen in onboard cameras and such. But gentlemen, our top 3 GT4 cars are all Aston Martins. Could there be an advantage here?
Maybe. I don't know shit about these things.
Yeah,
I
I've
think James Bond's traditionally been weak against the Belgians.
I think I've got an hour total combined lap time, or maybe 2 hours in GT4 cars, and Mr. Schwartz sets a new session best right now at 2:33.7, edging out Evan Kim by almost a whole second.
Wow. And Kim dropping down the order as he took turn 1 a little bit too wide there. Very unfortunate. On board with Matt Schwartz in the picture-in-picture, heading up a Rouge and Radeon, and there ain't no way he taking that flat. There's no way. Perhaps it's because it's a Porsche, but I'm just gonna say it's because it's a GT4. Though it sounds great.
Ooh, wow. I'm loving this camera at the Rouge.
Yes, yes.
Look at the different lines.
Yeah.
I
it
think
is
that
very
was the
interesting to
one
see.
in the green Porsche. See, it goes wide here.
I love how you can looking at the weight transfer of the cars, just like fighting to dig in and claw the way around that hill.
Yeah. It's very interesting to see.
The
Folks, my apologies.
Porsche never seems like it really wants to go in a particular direction of go whichever way.
Got a bit of
It
a mind of its own,
chooses.
yeah.
It is a car that is
That
difficult to
Camaro
master.
is the livery I wanted to check out, and there it is in the picture. Definitely throwback vibes.
Evan
As soon as
Kim
we take
hunting
the
for
photo.
P1 right now, up half a second on his current lap, on his previous best, 6 tenths, a little bit more, 7 tenths. He's striking for pole.
Wow, we got some monsters out there.
What's this? A ton of people leaving the pits. Is it? Oh, it's a short qualifying. It totally snuck up on me. I was waiting for the 15-minute mark, but we had
Me
a
too.
20-minute qualifying, and we just rolled over 10 minutes. So that's it, folks. That's it for all the GT4 drivers. And now the GT3 drivers will command the track.
On board with Mr. Douglas Mitchell, setting his outlap at the moment. Everybody loves Doug. Everybody hates Doug because he took forever. I'm just kidding. Please don't fire me. Please, I need this job in the booth. I have a family to feed. A little bit slidey going into the mini straight, as I like to call it, because I have no idea what the names of the corners are. And he holds on to it. Short shifting, probably just trying to warm the tires.
Wow, they're really tight.
They'll space
Yeah.
out.
No spacing.
They will.
God, what a gorgeous Aston Martin.
Oh, the, what is it, Twigsy?
Mark Recton's Twig Flicks.
Yeah. I was looking at that in practice. It's pretty dang
It's
good.
really nice. It's very impressive.
These guys will get a maximum of 3 laps in.
Maybe 4?
Possibly 4 if they're quick enough. And one of those is an. Are you counting outlaps or are you just saying
I don't know.
I'm saying once they, yeah, no, once they
Okay.
start, yeah.
Maybe. Well, I see. No,
'Cause a
Kevin
lot of them
Nunda
are
got
coming
4
in off
laps.
their, okay.
Grayless, they pay me Snickers bars, okay? That's how I feed my family.
They're paying you?
No.
I just got stock options and
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah. Are you guys going to the island next weekend?
What?
Yeah. The island's under construction right now.
Oh.
Because the submarine port's broken. The SRA submarine.
And sorry, no, not a crash. They're just woman tires.
Yep.
I thought it was just a multi-car pileup. I was like, oh no.
Everybody just wants to go, 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 go. Let me free.
In car now with Duran, who is 0.3 up. And Ferrari seem to have the advantage here if the Team Series race was any kind of testament. Point six up.
Coming out pits. Ooh.
Oh, rip dope.
I'll
I gotta say that livery is stunning.
Oh, little clumsy at the top of the hill. Lost the grip. Caught it though, but that's already wasted lap 1 there.
Yeah.
Oh, real close to that wall.
I get
Just
one
saw
more
that.
shot, 2 more shots.
Look at 2 more shots.
Feedback stream is quiet. Interesting.
Stream is quiet.
You may
My
just want to bump.
OBS mixer disagrees. I don't know what to tell you. I can't turn up my output more without clipping.
Oof.
By I mean the whole, stream.
Maybe it's reality that got quiet. Huh?
Maybe
I'm just deaf.
check your volume mixer. Make sure you don't have your browser turned down or anything.
Yeah.
And if it's still not
entirely
enough,
possible.
get FFC, Franker Face C, and it will add an inbuilt audio compressor, which will greatly bump up the perceived audio. Oh, what happened with
spin
Doug?
by Doug, going back in time, picture in picture, and just loses it. Trying to get into the final part of the straight. Too much input on the steering.
Too much
And
confidence coming into this week. Just having a big week, but man.
look, I think it was time. Just he needed to get ratioed. That was it. That was it. That was the
Rogerio
limit.
Santos taking provisional pole, his first good hot lap for the GT3, setting a 220.4. That's not slow.
That's fairly quick, yeah. Victor Diaz up 0.33 and counting. May have just invalidated, not sure. Ooh, what a bit of damage.
Green deltas galore.
Oh, Mitchell with another. Doug. Oh, never mind. He just exiting the pits. My bad. Oh, Foster with a big accident coming out of Radeon. In the picture in picture. Goes through Radeon and bottoms out. To be expected.
Oof.
See, that's why you need to be nice to those SRA mechanics. Keep you out of situations like that.
Kyle Miller's mechanics cheering him on right now, almost a whole second up right now.
Wow.
I put him in the podium.
Let me tell you, that time's coming from the
Ken Miller as well.
I know Kyle personally, and he can't push another second out of that.
1.2 seconds.
Congratulations to those mechanics. Wow. What a hot lap.
Oh my god, there are 2 Millers.
Yes, Kyle
I'm
and
realizing
Ken.
this now. Oh my gosh.
And they're both way up on the laps.
Guys, I don't remember which one's my teammate. It's a 7-up McLaren, which heads up that will be transferred to the Lamborghini Huracan coming rest of this season or next season. So stay tuned for that.
But congratulations to Kyle Miller moving up out of Division 4.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he just gets in the car and it goes fast.
Going fast right now. Last corner, 1.3 seconds up. Where's it going to put him from P7 up to P6?
Nice work.
And it's a real tight get from
I
there.
think he's got more in the gas.
He only needs another half second, and he's fighting with the top 4. All of them. Well, most of them.
You know, his engineers are out there just screaming, push, 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 like a Lamar.
Shepard up 3.8. And the GTR.
Oh, he has a lot of, to be fair, a lot of headway to make. Up to P11 with a 223.5. Within spitting distance now, the next 3 drivers.
Yeah.
New fastest lap
Totally.
from Brandon Chen, name I don't recognize, in the Aston Martin. Is this the driving for Ukraine?
No, I
This
don't
is
believe so.
different-
It's more of an anime
That-
style livery.
That would be the name of one of my skins
Oh,
on my Ferrari.
I just saw the blue and
That
yellow.
does look like another Ukraine livery. Might just be a coincidence. Blue and yellow is a popular color. But
Brandon Chen set the best lap again at 2:19, and he's trying to best it, and he's got somebody in front of him.
oh, he doesn't want. You don't want to beat yourself here. That's the thing. If you go up on yourself, correct me if I'm wrong, and you lose.
You got to quit.
Yeah.
Game over.
He's got to aim for exactly a 0-0. No, wait.
Matt Browning,
no,
another
correct-
driver, improving
correction.
greatly right
That
now.
was actually one of his time.
He's up 1 second. He did a previous 2:21.9. We could gain 2 positions here if he brings it back.
Surprising to see Matt Browning up there.
Oh, shade?
You know,
Rude?
Out at the bars last night in Belgium. He's kind of known as the party boy here in SRA, and Belgium's one of those places that brings the party. And for some drivers that can be too much, but apparently for Browning, he's got it down. He's ready to throw it back at the boys.
Well, you might be
That's
right.
all I got at him.
I think he might be hungover. He just threw away all of that lead that he had in Sector 3. Rip. Well, how many more chances you got?
It
One
had
more.
nothing to do with us
And he
talking
doesn't
about
take it. Fails.
Well, he could do this lap. 6 seconds. He's got it.
No, but he invalidated. Drove off.
Oh. And there's
So
that.
time is now out, so only people currently out on a lap are going to get to finish it.
What are you in a hurry for, Doug?
Brandon Chen does not improve, but current provisionally remains P1.
Oh, beautiful livery.
Well, Liam Brooks would be up right now. He's up way up. 9/10. Looking for more.
Colin Shea up half a second.
Oh, and Dominic
Durant
Durand takes it away from him. But he gets... Oops. Oh, did he just quit? Liam Brooks, excuse me. Liam Brooks is up 1.2 seconds, about to finish his final attempt. Where's it going to be for him? Is he going to take it? He does. He won. Last second snatch. Good stuff.
On board with R. Allen, 1.8 up, but 3.98 down to everybody else. That will put him ninth.
We just focused. That's why the first lap you go out there, you send a 20 minute.
Oh. Brian almost losing it there.
The current fastest time set by L. Brooks is 2:18.402. Doug going through the final chicane. Oh, and into the pits.
Gotta practice the pit entry too.
Absolutely.
Ryan Anderson coming in last corner, 3/10 up. That'll be enough for another position. Can he do it? Oh, 2/10. He does it. Narrowly edging out Colin Shea for P5. Nice job.
Can Brooks 360 and still win? It's possible.
It is possible.
Now, do have two drivers stuck behind the GT4 field. We have Tyrell Foster in the Porsche and Victor Diaz in the McLaren 720S. So this is going to be a rather interesting start for them because, as people know, you can't just pass somebody at the start of the race, at the very start, or we don't split it up and say, oh, yes, all the GT3s queue up together and all the GT4s queue up together into separate splits, such as multi-class racing in
Can we
European Le
can we
Mans,
talk
Le
about
Mans
the
Series,
Miku livery?
IMSA, places like that. Oh my goodness.
It's perfect.
It is perfect.
Mr. Chan, I salute you. That's all. Thank you.
And currently we have a flying Camaro. Anybody else seeing this?
No?
Oh, it's because they're all in return to garage. Never mind. I was like, I'm totally unbiased on board here in the Huracan GT3 P16. Actually, let's go through the top five. In P1, we have L. Brooks in the Mercedes AMG Evo, Dominic Duran in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo, Chan in the Mercedes AMG in P3, Douglas Mitchell in the NSX GT3 Evo, and finally Brian Anderson in the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 with a beautiful livery. And I do believe, due to the IKEA logo alone, this is Sweden inspired. Looks great though.
Wish I could free cam right now, but I gotta wait for the game to give me permission.
Oh. Oh man, who designed Aston Martins to have these giant like pillars in the middle of the windshield? Oh no. That's terrible. It's awful. Same with the Ferrari. Who does that? Who does that? Oh, starting their engines.
Oy, stop. And we're gonna be away any moment. There we go.
We're about to see some respectful, safe driving from these drivers who have listened to the driver's brief and reflected upon their previous sins.
Your free trial to sinning has expired.
Now you just have to pay $4.99 a month. You can't just pass the one start of the race. Yeah, open lobbies are a force to be reckoned with. I'll give you that. But ACC does not split it up like some other racing series, such as IMSA, where you have all your GPIs together, you have all your LMP2s together. But here, I mean, there's literally two GT3s behind a whole grid full of GT4s. Going to be an absolute dogfight, some would say.
Oh, it's gonna be chaos.
Controlled chaos.
I gotta say, this K-Man does sound good. almost drove one at a track event, but decided to drive the Lamborghini instead. Sorry to drop that on y'all. A little bit of a flex, but you know.
It's all right. I daily a couple Lamborghinis.
I'm jealous.
They're SRA Lamborghinis.
Oh, I figured.
Countach's.
Hmm. Did you guys see the Lamborghini Countach kit car?
No.
No.
Oh, it looks pretty good. It's very retro. It's got a little bit of a wide body to it.
What is
Uh,
it made?
Ooh, that I don't know. I just don't.
Miata.
No, I would hope not.
Just
I
a
really hope
tiny
not.
little car under that big dress. Like the opposite, probably. Whoa.
We have.
Well, why do we
Russell
have
Allen.
Alan? Alan! Alan!
Oh,
Alan!
and Kimball spins out in the opening. I'm sorry, in the warm-up lap. Oh no, he's got a lot of ground to cover.
These warm-up lap. It's embarrassing, but it happens.
Oh, another one, and that was.
Is it-
I
you
can't
know,
tell who that was.
Not all the rubber's been laid down on the track yet. We're struggling. Drivers are out there struggling with their grip.
It was
trying to feel
BMW
these
M2.
cars.
Do all
Yeah,
these cars
absolutely.
have traction control or no?
Yes, I believe so. GT4s maybe not as much control, but the GT3 certainly do. Now, what I want to see is
Neil
GT3 versus
Sutherford in
Trans
that
Am cars.
Porsche.
Cars still weaving as they're about to go too wide. Should be going too wide any second now.
They all stream in.
Look at him.
Watch these no lap one incidents right here. So they come in through the chicane. Everybody's giving plenty of space. I guess that's not actually really the start.
Not
but
yet.
Still, good practice.
And thank God it's not the start. Oof. I would hate to start there. Oh my God. Thank God they put it down the hill, man. Oof. That'd be awful.
We will start where you are braking and turning at the same time.
Yep, that
can't
is how
really-
it's going out Monza qualifying. In car now with Paulie Hartman and the McLaren.
Here comes the true start. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely. Should be away any second now. Green, green, green as we start a quick race at Spa.
That's not a good
Multiclass Mayhem
start
begins.
for the McLaren.
Oh, immediate contact.
Oh, look at that handling. It gives them all the room in the world to take.
And 3 wide in
Jeez.
GT4 class. And the leader drops down the order.
Oh, look at
and
that damage.
Small incident. Small racing incident. Nothing to see there, boys.
Can't drive there, sir.
Can't park that there. Oh, and the K-Man's off.
Kevin
K-Man
Kovac is off.
Oh, you hate to see
Can
it.
he drive it a direction or it just goes straight?
On board
And
with it
so-
now.
And now we got
I
a
think we-
lot of
we got
GT4s
some
trading
space here for
places.
some racing. We got some space for racing.
And we've got a couple GT4s, Brandon Chen, Russell Allen, and Liam
look at
Brooks, who are at the
Rigatoni.
back of the field.
Crushing it in that Camaro.
Kevin Unda
We played-
getting passed by Victor Diaz.
My apologies, He caught it too late. I will make sure to try and grab the replay.
Oh,
Yeah,
and we got
sorry about that.
contact. Contact between oh, what was it?
Oh, I just didn't see him there.
It was Kevin Kovac and
Got a
Jesus
picture-in-picture?
Kaczewkar.
That's when you're just ignoring the crew chief.
Oh, and he just closed the door
Car
on
on
him.
your right.
Car on the inside. Vortex of danger. Doug Lee. Victor Diaz getting around Doug Lee now for P15.
Yeah, my apologies, He.
Some people taking the McGinnis line back there.
And Russell Allen getting around Thomas Greer. It is chaos in GT4. Victor
No,
Diaz
so
getting around Matt
I'm not
Schwartz.
deal.
And with that, he is now free of the GT4 pack, and he can go chase down his GT3 brethren.
Looking at this Mercedes.
Evan Kim and Doug Lee going side by side into turn 1.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nearly 4 wide into turn 1 contact.
Oh, this kid not end up well. Unless you
Between
have
Unda
talented
and Foster.
drivers like we do here at SRA. And then maybe it won't turn out well here. Yeah, that's kind of not good.
It's all right. They tuck in. Oh, it's good thing he let out because there was not going to be any room for him at the top of that hill. And wow, we're 3 wide again.
Victor
he
Diaz
smokes
drops the
on an
order.
alternative line, and don't go out. Somebody coming out of the pit line like, oh, I just got my repaired vehicle here.
Oh no! It's like walking off the dealership immediately getting T-boned. That's awful.
Yeah, you just wash your car and giant seagull comes by and just dumps white paint on it.
On board in car now with Brian Anderson chasing down the lead right behind Douglas Mitchell. Not sure how much of a delta it is between the two in your picture-in-picture, but you can see you have the leader and P2 in sight.
It is a pretty
Podium
close train, the top
within-
5. Not distant
Yeah.
at all.
Jeez, there's fights everywhere. Pure chaos out there.
The
ladies and
AI camera is like struggling to pick which fight is more worthy. As you can see, you're looking at the delta. Oh no, you're looking at the personal best delta. Excuse me. These gaps.
And so far, the race's big winner in GT3, we have Tyrell Foster up 15 positions. As we know, he was stuck behind the GT4 category, so unsurprising, and a close, I'm sorry, not even remotely close second to Sutherland in the GT4 category. He's up 8 positions from where he started.
And Allen really coming out on
by
the
Douglas Mitchell.
very nice. Allen's got a lot of ground to remake up.
Now.
He was down 6 positions. He just got one of them back. Russell Allen getting around Matthew Shorts. And no, they're still fighting.
Ooh, incident
Oh, and
off
Russell
track.
Allen. Yep.
Oh, cuts the chicane in your picture-in-picture. Coming down, braking zone, and just misses.
Oh. Or was he listening to the stream too much? Focus.
Yeah, don't be like every California driver ever.
A whole lot of contact. I'm seeing a Christmas tree for Jerry Finkley, Rigatoni, and Katov Carr. Seems they had an accident.
Kind of like a green and yellow train over here. I like the color coordination.
Sign coordination as well. It seems as though the same body panels were changed. Oh, cars exited the pit lane. We've seen this go down before.
You would think they'd be stretched out a little bit by now, but it's still...
It's still pretty close. On board with Aoki, making the move on Greer. Excellent move.
Oh, wow. I'll take him to school.
Just ran out of road there.
Oh, Aoki and Greer. Contact.
That was Aoki just missing his braking point. didn't want to overload the tires, so we just got a little bit of drag there. Understandable. Durban Legacy incident in the M2. I'm sorry, M4 possibly. I'm not sure. And same thing. Overloaded the tires and just went for a little spin at the top of the hill. Oh, whoops it around. Nice work.
Park, it's light right there.
Absolutely.
Evan Kim trying to look around the outside of Hartman. Not quite doing it, but remaining side by side and getting the inside for the left-hander. But Hartman gets looks ahead.
Durban. Keep some bricks in the back of the trunk. It'll keep the weight down.
Yeah.
Prevent those kind of incidents.
Oh, just takes it for a spin. Unfortunate. Currently in the pits, Honda and Victor Diaz.
Ooh, Doug Mitchell. One sec.
Oh, he's off. Oh, he teleported back to the garage. I've got.
Oh, classic DDoS attack. Who could have done it? Who?
Oh, and he just goes and. Oh, that is terrible to see.
Sorry, Doug.
Loss of internet, denial of service attack. I'm calling it. It's a conspiracy right now. It's a conspiracy.
Everybody else thinking Anderson
Couldn't get him
Gate,
off his
perhaps?
tail.
But in reality, probably just sinking a little too hard.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
he's
I'll-
gonna rush in here like, I got attacked. Somebody help me. Oh,
Russell Allen
off
getting around
again?
Tyrell Foster. Ooh, one a little wide there, mowing some grass. Horses looking up the inside. He's going to take it back. Foster again ahead of Allen.
three-way battle.
Three-way battle.
Now, Legacy, if I got any advice for you, just cool the tires down. Probably a little bit too hot. There you go.
Like we got some
bricks in the
GT3s
back.
driving around GT4s.
Always put some bricks.
Already. Oh, well, don't go doing that now.
Oh, cuts up car.
That is the face of a sad, sad man. Douglas Mitchell. We hate to see it.
Well, Russell Allen has been in the pit. He has the pit time. Why? Because he was in the pit for 9 point. Oh, maybe, did he start at the pit? Is that why?
driver?
No, he might have started at
Yes,
the
I
pit.
believe so.
Oh, and Santos and Badmus having a bit of contact as Badmus gets around Santos. Dominic Durand, yellow
Durand?
flagged. Can you get a replay of what for?
Gotcha. Going through a Rouge. A Rouge on board and it takes too much curve already on.
Spin it to win it. That's easy. He's fine. He's just showing off.
Puncture left rear.
Oh,
Oh, that could be.
Puncture left rear from Legacy, he says.
that's race changing.
That's a problem. As he goes into the pits. We're very sorry to hear that. Also, hello, how are you doing? But hey, the lap's traffic is passing. Just let him go. It's all good. Sorry, go ahead.
You think they'd sweep the track every once in a while, you know? Don't let those rusty old nails build up.
Oh, I'll just throw out more. It's okay. Their efforts are.
Might have been
futile.
another attack.
Oh, a little bit of braking by Matt Schwartz through Radeon. Interesting. Hey, go watch something very entertaining. Go watch Road to Le Mans featuring Michael Fassbender. They're Severius, and enjoy the rest of your night. You're not out of the race. Plenty more people are gonna crash. Oh, sorry, maybe not plenty more, but there's an hour and 18 minutes.
Oh yes.
Sorry, just an hour and 19, dropping down an hour and 18 minutes. And we see one of the Millers dropping down the order.
Seems to have collected himself, composed
Yep.
himself. And Boonstra tucks ahead of him, free position.
Reposition, overloads the tires on the exit.
Durbin, young Padawan, you're never out of the race.
That's what I'm saying. There's always a chance. There's an hour
There
and
is
18 minutes.
always a chance.
Because think about it, not all of the GT3s have gone through the GT4 field yet. And we saw in practice some pretty close calls, so who knows where
Oh,
it
yeah.
could go.
And there, yeah.
Safety car, safety car.
God, I'd love to drive the safety car for one of these events. I think it'd be insanely entertaining. Unfortunately, ACC has no safety car integration. Actually, I don't think any game has safety cars besides
F1?
R Factor 2 and F1. Well, F1's F1. Like, come on. But I think R Factor 2 has one for the starts of the race, but other than that, there's nothing. We need a sim that has the code 60s of the Nürburgring and the 24-hour Hankook series.
And a
But-
safer safety car at that. That pace
Exactly.
is not very safe.
True.
Let's get a safety car out there at 20.
Legacy
25
off
miles
once
an
more.
hour.
Yeah, we've all seen the Aston Martin medical car almost go sideways at Silverstone. Oh, come on, you guys saw that, right?
Oh yeah, the flying sideways.
Takes a little bit too much curb and just gives the people a show.
Ollie Hartman yellow flagged. Can you get a replay of that?
Absolutely. As well as Aoki, possible unrelated. And he just pulls over the side. And was that a wheel disconnect? I believe it was. Looks
Oh
like it.
no.
Because he just kept driving in a completely straight line, clipped a tire barrier, and messed up the front right of his suspension.
Oh, those are the worst kinds of failures.
Gotta look after
Absolutely.
that hardware, check it, double check it, and it still happens. Brutal.
Double yellow on his screen. Back to green flag, never mind.
Oh, back to Jim's racing. The Kentucky Fried.
Oh. Oh,
Good Miller yellow
from
flags?
Miller in the Ferrari.
Oh, that's not good.
Got it. And overloads the tires or snap oversteer. Nope, just too much curb.
Oh, yep.
Way too much curb.
Spun right round. Dominic Duran entering the pit a hair early. Wonder what for, losing 2 positions right off the bat for it.
And Doug is still in the pits. Oh, Unda, accident. Go back 15 seconds on the Camel Straight. Going down to the braking zone. Possibly just missed the mark, it seems.
I think Doug
Yeah,
might be
happened with
just
Ken right
laying
here.
low in those pits, waiting for the action to die down.
Could be.
Oh, Ken oversteered in the last corner and put himself on the
Oh.
grass trying to get back on.
Oh, I would stay there for 5 minutes trying to get back on.
You have like
I'm
no
wondering-
control.
I'm wondering if his ride height is just too low.
Wow, the
For,
crowd there's real enthused.
Yeah. I don't know. Come on, you guys are watching a race. Be a little bit more excited. I was jumping at the side of GT3 cars when I went to the Sonoma Raceway.
They're just
You kidding me?
vaguely looking the direction.
I know. Look, I get it. Racing is much more, I guess, a thing in Europe. But come on. Come
Listen, the
on.
crowd's what matters. Spend the rendering assets on the crowd. Who cares what the
Exactly.
cars look like?
Car sound? Doesn't matter. They can all sound the same.
Because trust me, there's some beautiful, beautiful sights out there in the crowd today.
Like us. We're in the crowd, actually.
Yes, except they are beneath
Uh,
us.
Dominic Duran down 11 positions, but currently with the fastest lap of the race in GT3. I don't.
Jeez, Dominic Duran must have some damage.
Let's see. Check out his car. A couple of scuffs on the front for Plan E Racing.
Dirty. Get a car wash.
Oh, you should have seen my Lamborghini by the end of the Nürburgring 2.5 hour race. Oh man,
Wow.
it was
a couple
I would
just like a full tire on
Oh,
the
pretty
side of
much.
your
If
car.
you scraped off all of that rubber, you could probably have at least a spare tire's worth.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, I would
That's
say
when you got to take the screenshots of your car.
I have one somewhere. I sent it somewhere, but Miller just whizzing out gives up the position. But I would say the bottom
Ooh,
two-thirds
that's
of the
what.
car was just all rubber. It was awful.
Yeah. It's a good waterproofing.
Let the rain come. I am prepared. Race control says 112 pit time and 0 stopped. Possibly a drive-through. Possibly. Would race control tell us if there was a drive-through though?
I don't know.
Would we get a notification of some kind?
I normally am able to tell by the normal ACC HUD, but I've got that hidden because we're
Right.
using ACC TV.
No penalty.
But I can tell you who has done a pit stop, how many, and how long, and then we can speculate off that.
Oh, I'm down for some speculation.
So there's a couple people who were in the pit. Wait, actually, I don't know how to interpret this. This doesn't line up with what I saw in the other things. So never mind.
Good attempt. Good attempt. In car now with Anderson and the Aston Martin. Just chilling, some would say. And closest car is.
Oh, and we get a sandwich. He bails out at the last moment. That was close with Matt Browning.
Ferrari sandwich?
That's a,
Oh,
yeah, Ferrari
McLaren
sandwich of
sandwich.
McLaren and Mercedes. That's just a lasagna.
Ooh. You need condiments.
Camaro off of Rigatoni. See what happens here. Oh, wrong car. Oh no, wrong car. Oh well, I missed it. Overshot the braking point. Looks like going into the bus stop. And waits courteously on the on-ramp to the track. And off once more, unfortunately.
Oy, ay.
Oh, a big incident. Oh my goodness.
Recton navigating, parting the waters. Get a replay of that, please.
Got you. On board with Chan. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I don't want to butcher it. Went back 30 seconds just to be sure. Camaro goes off on the right side of the track, rejoins. Oh, almost hits the Aston Martin of Twigsy, is a Twitch name. And oh, the Camaro just comes. Oh,
Nice
completely misses the
avoidance,
braking
though.
point.
Turning out wide, knowing that that car was going to be on the apex spinning around. Good line.
Smart move. Rigatoni still being shown a yellow flag for some reason. Possible just off track.
Dominic
It was the end of the
Duran
chemistry.
on track to set a new best, or has set a new best at 218.7.
Damn. That's all I have to say to that.
Fast boy.
Now, gentlemen, I gotta say, I'm starting to get parched. So, water check, anybody? Water check? Chat,
I'm,
water check?
I had plenty of water, actually. I need a Red Bull. I'll be right back.
Oh. Enjoy.
My heart would give out if I had a Red Bull right now.
Hopefully,
This
noise
is
too
suppression doesn't
intense.
clip this out completely,
Yeah.
but enjoy.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, Doug's back on track.
I do love the faintly chemical taste of Red Bull.
I think it's better than
Red Bull.
Monster. Monster is way worse
If
about
you
that.
want to sponsor us, Sim Racing Alliance will gladly take your dollars.
But we
to
already
help
have so
sell
many Red Bull liveries. We
your
love you. You love us. Come on.
somewhat petrochemical-y tasting goodness.
You know, somebody made an AlphaTauri Ferrari livery, and it is stunning. They got that
Yep.
metal color perfect.
We got a
I
nice
don't
red
think
and blue Porsche livery as well.
Absolutely. I think I found it on Race Department, but still, it is a stunning, stunning livery. I gotta say.
Yep, we love motorsports. Red Bull, you love motorsports. Well, let's make something happen.
Exactly. I'm tempted to get all close with the president of my company to see if they can sponsor it. And I'll just run a car that has the name of the company and like stars and stripes on it. I would totally do it. Right on board with Duran. Request denied. Absolutely. Got you 1 second. Same car now
I'll
with
put him up
Duran?
on the main one. Yeah, I've got
I
Duran up.
Tyrell Foster. 2 seconds back from Duran. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know why that's clipping. My apologies. I don't know if anybody heard that.
No.
Oh, just me. All right. Oh, squeezing a GT4 out wide
Oh,
for the top 3 cars.
yeah, you're not going to get your optimal line here.
Duran up the straight, getting a short toe from a GT4.
Oh,
Flying.
yeah.
Oh,
Almost hitting 270.
absolutely
hungry.
flying us. But
So what's going on in Duran's brain right now? You've been out there on the track. What's he thinking?
I think
Is
it's
he
a,
just
oh my
thinking
god.
one at a
True. Oh my God.
time? One at a time.
One corner at a time is what I'm thinking. Time to crank it up, or maybe he should push it to the limit.
Push it up. Push it jam. Push it real. Pump it up.
Now, I have a little bit of a wager. Oh, Mitchell off once more, Doug.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
Doug.
Off once again. Oh, what could it be this
Has he been
time?
sitting
Going
there?
back. Looks like his own doing. Possibly parked to respond to the family? Not sure. Go back 1 minute. A little bit far back.
Duran right now about to put the bow on a pretty decent lap. He's only half a second down from his previous best.
Found out what happened. Tapped an Aston Martin GT4 in the back.
He's rapidly coming up on back markers and his competition, and he gets a little bit of grass trying to avoid. Keeps it together. Almost gets a GT4 into the back of him.
Oh, this is pure chaos.
He survives though. Oh, I'm glad we took your suggestion to watch Duran.
Oh, it's getting sweaty.
And that's a
in here,
lap.
boys. Creative lines, little contact maybe in the back.
Sorry, folks. Put the replay a little bit too far. Still in warped time. I don't know how to get it back to present time. Oh, close call though. Saw that. And Kimball down the pit
Oh no!
lane.
Dominic Duran going around. What happened here?
I got it.
I'm already playing it. Oh, when he goes way
man.
wide off the apex. Tries to get back on the
damage.
line. Too much spin.
Oh, you needed to break there.
From
Aye.
Tyrell Foster's point
That's
of view.
how you wreck, though.
Oi,
Let me
what?
tell you, so I grew up taking judo classes, and when you do judo, they teach you how to fall, right?
Yeah.
But
Correct,
all
yeah.
you feel like you're getting good at is falling. It's
Possibly
not.
falling
It's
down the
really
order.
not the best. Here, let me throw you. Good fall. Great work.
Yeah, by the end of the first couple sessions, you're just bruised on your wrists and your thighs, huh? Your
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll teach you how to throw once you know how to fall. Good system.
It's true, though. You got to know how to fall or you're just going to hurt yourself.
All right, and knowing how to fall here is holding them brakes.
Knowing where to
getting
point your
out of
car.
the line.
Knowing where the
Yeah.
car in front of you is going to be. Where you need to be.
Kind of hard to fall when you're going like, what 150 kilometers an hour?
Or more.
done it.
Pretty quick.
Oof. A lot of the GT3 midfield down on their deltas by quite a bit.
Here they are.
Shepard losing out 3.7. 4 seconds because of an off track earlier in the lap that I saw, possibly from that. Or just accumulated amounts of tiny incidents, all compounding against him. It's possible. And Matt Browning in the pits with a bit of damage. Oh, yellow flag out for Duran.
Again. I'll
Again, once more, back onto the back straight. And oh,
goes wide, comes back on.
goes
Oh,
wide. Oh,
that dip, that wheel coming off the crest of the curb. It's so sudden. Can't take it.
if Duran has to pit one more time in the next 10 minutes, it is currently 7:20. I will go make myself a coffee and just consume the entire thing.
Yeah, Dom, you got to slow down. You're going a second and a half faster than everybody else, but you keep spinning. You're behind them. Slow down.
Slow is fast.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
What's Doug Lee up to? Wow, Doug Lee hater.
So this morning, my first sergeant shared some wisdom that might help these guys out here tonight. We had just completed our run, and he said, hey, you know, when you're at the Greyhound track, there's a little rabbit, and it goes all the way around the track, and it inspires the dogs to chase them. Be the rabbit.
Oh,
Why
That's
do I
wise.
want to be the rabbit, First Sergeant?
Holly Hartman getting passed by
I wanna
Victor
be
Diaz
the
and Liam
dog.
Brooks.
I don't want to be chased by dogs. I want to be the rat. I don't.
Oh, and the McLaren getting forced
I
out
wanna be the
wide.
one behind.
No, tucking in behind Brooks.
Oh, this is madness.
Small bit of contact between the two.
Holly Hartman closing the gap on Lee. With 2 GT3s behind them, flashing the lights on the Lamborghini, fighting back the McLaren. Don't jump back on the line too quick, boys. And lift.
We request to see Doug Lee.
Yeah, I
We're
got him
looking
on
at
board
him.
right now in the picture.
In the picture-in-picture.
We're looking at him on the main screen.
Oh, that moved somebody else.
Oh, and we got the picture-in-picture.
Oh, but
from
Dom
the rear.
Duran again yellow flagged.
What?
I think he's-
Him rejoining the
Cinematography.
track.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing bad. Miller up a position, passing a Nissan GTR. I don't know this name.
Finkley.
Finkley.
Finelk.
Finnock. I'm so sorry for butchering your name, good sir.
Yeah, sorry, me too if I'm wrong about that. I'm just reading it.
Please submit a ticket and then send me a large hospital bill.
Yeah, we will see it if you open a ticket. Somebody will tell us.
Yeah. And looks like Alan got past the Lamborghini. They were fighting once before, going through lap traffic.
Come on,
I gotta
crowd.
ask you
Get
guys.
into it here.
Would you guys rather be going through lap traffic in a prototype or a GT3?
Probably a prototype. Aren't they more nimble?
I would say so, yes.
I think the only way I'm getting past is if one of them's parked. So,
Fair point.
It doesn't really matter. From my perspective, it could be a forklift, scooter, disability scooter,
Mobility scooter.
mobility scooter, a razor, some soaps.
You know, cars are getting so expensive. I'm just looking at getting a motorcycle, to be honest.
Everybody around me is getting these e-bikes.
I've heard about those. Yeah, not a big fan. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean,
I want
they
it
do
to be
have a
loud.
thing called a motorcycle.
I know.
You know, for less money generally.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been seeing the prices for electric, for battery replacements in EV cars. Oh, accident for Kimball.
Oh no! We don't talk about that. Remember, we can't talk about any shortcomings of the EV movement.
Overshot turn 1. Oh, Max inside of him.
Oh,
there's an
no.
accident.
Oh,
Oh, and we got
Holly
chaos at the end of the
Okay,
hill.
Oh, he came back and hit him.
15 seconds back. A large group, mixed traffic, GT3 is trying to streak by as quick as they can. Oh, bumped by the Porsche.
Oi!
And my goodness, the gap between the Nissan GT on the side of that McLaren, you could probably stick about a ream of paper between them, but that's it. Oh. And just decides it's best to stay off the track, cuts the lawn, and
Oi!
is
That's Douglas Mitchell.
Now that's
the
Selena
Lamborghini's off.
Moonstra, spinning it to the top of the hill.
picture in picture.
Looks like his car is mostly in one piece. Yeah, way too much curb.
Oh,
Oh no, he
the
didn't make the
Lamborghini
apex.
problem.
Too much hill.
Lamborghini problem. Yes, I've had this many times. Oh, a really busted up hood. On the bonnet cam, absolutely just flapping around in the wind. So are you cursing this week? What's your driving number?
Let's check back in with our podium fighters. They're within arm's reach of each other still.
Oh, on board with our Santos in car now in the McLaren 720S of third position, chasing down Badmus in the Mercedes and Anderson in the Aston Martin Vantage.
Yeah, keep an eye on them for a while.
With Ava Tufo, how far behind? He's 15 seconds behind.
And up the hill, will there be fireworks?
I hope it's clean. Half of me hopes it's clean, and the car inside says, bring it. Bottom out.
Is it easier to navigate the GT4 cars from the first position here, or let the first person?
Oh, and the overspeed of Rogerio gonna be going side by side, but he doesn't get the inside. Oh, and it doesn't matter. He pulls ahead before the braking zone.
Streaks
Oh, but
past
the
him.
Mercedes comes
Oh,
back into
big
him.
contact.
Now the McLaren tries to close the door, but he's there.
Oh,
They do keep
always
it
listen
in one
to
piece
your
though.
chief. I'm sorry, McGinnis. What were you saying? Asking if it was easier to drive in first person?
Hello?
McGinnis is taking a nap. It's cool. Ooh, and Boonstra is in the pits. Unsurprisingly.
Not at all. Do we have any more requests for focusing on a particular driver?
Looks like Badmus of the Mercedes is nursing some suspension damage. Possibly from that side swipe, but looks like a little bit too much input. Again, I don't drive the Mercedes very often, but oh, Finkel with an incident in the Nissan. Just rolling slow for whatever reason. And
Maybe he's just letting people by and the game flagged him.
Possibly.
Oh, why would he be letting people by though? He's a GT3 car.
Correct. Push, push, push. And Miller of Ghost Rider Racing, my teammate. Oh, Anderson in the pits? Oh no. Oh no.
Why is Anderson in the pits?
He teleported the pits. Got it in picture right now. Straight on at the first corner.
Oh, hardware maybe?
Hardware
Number
issue.
one suspect is no longer a suspect.
And now we have our Santos in the lead. Badmus in P2 not far behind. And Alva Tufo going through Radion at the moment, while the other two are going to the braking zone at the end of the Kemmel Straight.
Dominic
Not
Duran
sure.
getting around Selena and Kyle Miller, who were in the pits. Matt Browning as well. And Miller get promoted. Oh, that looks like it was Evan Kim trying to get around Badman.
That seems like a bit of a Bit of treason right there, correct?
I don't think they codified it, but quietly, yes. Let's check back in now what our podium looks like. We got Rogerio Santos in P1 with a small lead on Uthman Badmus, also leading Al Latufo.
As for the GT4 podium, as far as I can see, we have Matt Schwartz in the Cayman GT4 and P1 for the GT4s, Evan Kim in the S Martin Vantage, and Sutherland in the Cayman as well. The Gulf Cayman. Beautiful. Well, Gulf inspired. No company logos. 2 GT3s exit the pits.
Colin Shea getting a very nice pass up the inside of Mark Recton. Or no, who was that? Was that somebody unlapping?
Possibly.
I might have gotten juked by cameras. Ignore me.
A 72-second gap between P9 and P10. There is, because Anderson seems to have had a hardware problem and is...
Damn, sorry, man.
Battle for P1.
Oh,
Santos
we got
in the
contact.
pits.
Sutherland
Oh.
gets tipped by Kyle Miller, it looks like.
Oh. Finkel, another incident.
Into the
Oh,
barrier
what
right
is
now.
this?
Falling back onto the track.
Yeah.
Too much
Picture in
gas.
picture?
No, looks fine.
No. Possibly distracted driving?
Curious.
Perhaps a post-race interview is in order.
Somebody write that down.
Write that down.
Write that down.
Yes, let's take note of all of the hardware issues. Seems to have been a little bit more common today than in the Team Series races.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big incident for Miller in the Ferrari. Oh no. Going through a Rouge. And just... Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
the
That is
passenger.
awful.
Sorry, Ken.
And a torn apart car.
That's a long lap home. He
That
wants
is
to
a
pit.
very long lap.
Tyrell Foster getting around Rogerio Santos, who has entered the pits. Why's that?
Seems like
Wasn't he leading? He was leading.
Who?
Rogerio Santos. That leaves Uthman Badmus in P1 and Al Latufo P2. Colin Shea P3.
Interesting. I'm gonna suspect damage.
the theme of tonight is fight, 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 pit, pit.
Pit.
Yeah.
Fight. Pit. Fight. 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 Pit.
Possibly fuel, but the back of the car was a little bit scuffed up. Well, it could have just been rubber, but actually it could have been take half the fuel now, half later. Can't make it to the end on one tank. The Camaro says otherwise, my friend. I'm just kidding. I don't know the fuel numbers. But speaking of, we still have two of them left in the race. One of them has left, unless I can't count, which is entirely possible.
Getting a little scrappy here at the end of the lap. Like Jerry Finkel trying to find his way to the pit lane while he gets passed.
Hello, gentlemen. I have the hiccups. Oh no.
That's the ultimate water check right there.
No kidding. On board now with Douglas Mitchell for some clean air racing, perhaps. Looks like somebody just in front of him, but
Colin
not
Shea
sure who it
entering the
is.
pits.
I think the pits may be sold out soon. They have no more pit.
Russell Allen getting around Colin Shea. Miller falling back behind Schwartz. Kim, he's entering the pits. Probably looks like damage to me. That might be the same for Colin. I'm not sure though.
We are nearing the middle section of the race, so perhaps it's fix the damage, top off the car, and just full send after that.
I just realized I don't even know what the pit rules are for this. Is it the same as usual? Mandatory fuel? I really don't know.
Don't believe so.
I just showed up so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Colin exiting
they
the pits
actually,
in P8.
I'm not addicted to Coke. I just like the smell of it. Yeah, if that's not a Florida livery, then I don't know what is. And another incident for Legacy. Just off track. Oh, unfortunate.
Rough night.
If your car can make it, you can make it. I believe one car did that last week.
No stop?
No stop.
Ooh. Durbin.
Oh, I am now
Harris.
seeing the pit stop marker tick down from 1 to green, so I think Colin might have served a
Oh.
mandatory pit stop there.
Ah, there is a mandatory pit stop. Okay. This is spicing things up a little.
Yeah, so Colin's P8 right now, but he's still effectively P3.
Let's go on board with somebody random. Thomas Greer in the Aston Martin GT4 of Yates Company. Nursing some front end damage. Ooh, front damage in a front engine car. Not good combination.
Alatufo entering the pit. He's effectively P2 right now, so keep that in mind. Badness, Latufo, and Shea are leaders. Recton hot on their trail.
How does it feel driving a car with that front end damage?
Floaty.
Floaty.
Refuses to turn. Yeah, the when we had the Team Series race at Spa in the Lamborghini, I bought him. What? Let's see what happened.
Oh,
No.
there's. He's telling me now there's no mandatory pit stop. The new overlay was bugged for. Okay, so I can turn that off. Sorry. Mandatory pit stops is 0. So ignore all that. Sorry, folks.
Wow, look at this guy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's an unavoidable incident going into the Camel Straight where it kind of funnels a bit and chokes up a bit. A Porsche had spun around and it was just unavoidable. So, clipped the back of the Porsche, and then said hello to Barry R, and had about a minute of damage, and it was just basically all front suspension and bodywork damage. It was brutal. Oh, Thomas Greer overshoots the bus stop a little bit. It happens. Or it's strategy to get quicker lap times.
Victor Diaz hoping to get the switchback, but the apex was covered off at the wrong moment. Nowhere to go.
Oh, Durbin, another incident.
Durbin's back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nearly looks like they almost went 2 by. They did. 2 by 1 up the hill, and Victor Diaz, he gets an excellent run. Looks ahead.
Jakey, why do you keep promoting your own Twitch channel? That's self-promotion, good man. No, I'm just kidding. Good sir.
Oh, we're getting live stats.
I'm gonna pull that up on my second window though. It's just the same screen I'm seeing. Oh, tight squeeze. Ooh. That squeeze between Lee and a lapping Ferrari. Oh man. Dahi, we're going to have a chat about your self-promotion.
I'll self-promote myself right now.
I'll do it. Don't
I'll
tempt
do
me.
it. Leave
how do we ever
SRA.
stream? How do we ever stream? So
Join.
it just wouldn't be worth it.
I like the idea of streaming. It you can talk. People will listen.
People do be listening.
Or they
Sounds
don't.
creepy.
But you can keep talking. And
Durbin.
you don't know the difference.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Arrest us?
Durbin,
yeah.
are you retiring? Hey, I mean, it happens. Hey, join back in a Super Trofeo and get P1. Yeah? You could do it. But hey,
I blame
it's
the
alright.
car. It was the car.
Yeah. It could just be the setup. Setup may not like.
Or netcode is another one that people
always
like to say
netcode.
around here.
Always netcode's
could
fault.
be.
Yeah, it looked like netcode. I don't know what that word means, but it seems like a good.
It's like
thing
when
to
the game
say
tries
after
to
you
fill
crash.
in.
Yeah,
The game tries to fill in for an accident.
And like
it's just
shorthand
wrong.
for there's sometimes a discrepancy between what you see where the car is and where the game defines the contact boxes. So you'll contact at a weird time with an apparently
Yeah.
weird amount of force for what the car seems to be doing, and then weird things happen.
Oh, and so that happens in most every accident then?
Not every, sometimes the small bumps that are chaotic. If
Yellow flag for Chan.
network is an issue that sometimes it's particularly bad in iRacing.
Yes, I've seen a lot of iRacing.
Ah.
The one with the fin, and then you gotta run my livery. It's super shiny and metallic. Oh, Chan just misses the braking point. It could be a hardware problem, but is back to it now. Interesting.
Good to see.
Is it super fast? In a straight line, yes. In the corners, no.
Super Trofeo sounds like a cool name.
It
Sounds
is.
like a super fast
They're
name.
sick. They're
They make
very
nice noises.
prototype-esque. They do.
Badmus yellow flagged? Oh, it's because he's exiting the pits with somebody else, side by side, and it's tuck into that slipstream.
The
That's
noises are
the
nice.
Super Trofeo, isn't it? No, that Super Trofeo is not a GT4.
No. Yeah, Super Trofeos are their own class.
Yeah,
Slash
this is the GT3. I'm silly. Dominic Duran in the pits. Teleported to pits.
TP to pits, yes. I will go back. Incident at the bus stop.
Rough
Probably
night for
just
Dom.
about- Yeah. Anderson in P7, your original class leader. Oh, speaking of Badmus. Badmus just seemingly... Let's see. Possibly overshot into this set of... Oh, snap mid-corner. Very unfortunate.
Ronan says stream looks clean. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think...
Wow.
Jeff Shepard entering the pits, losing position to Matt Browning and Victor Diaz.
I think Duran just left the race.
Hard to blame him.
Yeah.
A man can only take so much before he
Yeah.
becomes the villain.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Hang on. Is that Land Shark? The chat?
Yes, it is.
Zealand Shark.
Oh my god. Congrats.
I'm convinced that every time Land Shark eats lunch, he makes himself like a really sweet motivational poster. It's like BLT, March 2022.
We've
DOT.
got things shaking up at the podium right now. Tyrell Foster, who was in P2, is now lost out to Uthman Badmus and Rogero Santos. And now he's scrapping with Al. Side by side in the last... Oh, no, this is Schwartz. So Tyrell Foster's in the pits, that's why. So probably refueling right now. That's the appropriate time for it. This is his first pit. Colin and Al having already pitted. Right, so that makes sense.
My apologies for any background noise, folks. So dialing in a new microphone.
Oh, sounds good.
Your dog should get to make some input too into the stream. It's a whole family event.
I've got 3
Encourage
little
it
ones.
here.
They'd all have something to say.
Yeah. Let them get their express themselves. That's what we're all about here.
Yes, this is a PC version of ACC. A lot more that we can do with it. I mean, you should see the amount of the things we've got on our screens right now in terms of race control and statistics, analytics. Rectin, we're shooting. Oh, Doug, full sending into the bus stop. Slid a little bit.
Doug was a little frustrated with his media obligations this week. His sponsors are just really not happy with him. Refusing to meet with the media. He's really just focusing on the track, on the zone, and it's gonna have career implications for the guy. I'm just saying. The media is a strong mafia.
Oh, Doug looks like he's trying to unlap himself. He's more than a few laps down.
So
And
for
it's
our GT4 drivers, the fight for their podium is still pretty close too. Matthew Schwartz is leading Evan Kim by only half a second. And following them 30 seconds behind is Kevin Kovac with the small train behind him.
Oh,
Yellow flag to
accident
Kyle
on the
Miller.
racing line.
Oh, please replay that for me.
Absolutely. And looks like he just overshot the bus stop a little bit. Got a text from the girlfriend, pulled over, has to answer, and is now moving. Yeah,
Priorities.
yeah, I can respect it. Oh, and Tyro Foster is gone. Had a yellow flag and then just left. Sorry, can't catch that incident. What happened?
I didn't see either.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
I just saw a yellow flag and lost a member of the race, so we're down to 26 participants.
Might have been having an issue with the seat belt. You never really know out there.
Yeah. What actually happened is that his car was too light, and so the mechanical team just picked him up by the hand of God and sent him back to the pit lane. And we're like, nope, your car. Oh, big incident right behind.
In ACC,
Ooh.
we actually have a mega crane that just meets you
Absolutely.
using centrifugal force into the forest.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good recovery.
Came
Could have
in
been
just,
worse.
yeah. Came in, just turned in a little bit too early. But now it's a drag race to a Rouge with Neil Sutherland and Kovac.
About to go side by side? Nope. Sutherland
thanks,
ducks
got
out.
rid of it. Smart move. Because now you can get the draft on the Kemmel Street and get Brave into the braking zone. Taking some grass there.
Well, Jerry yellow flagged. Looks like for nothing, just letting some drivers through.
Respect. Let's check on Doug. How's Doug doing in the picture-in-picture? About to come up on these 2 GT4s, actually. And made the pass on P1. Very interesting. As we all know, Doug's pretty quick when the car wants to work with him.
Like there's a whole nother car out there when there's no damage.
It is reviving, honestly.
I have some damage on my car from a shopping cart that I need to fix.
That is unfortunate. Landshark
Been there for 3
says,
years.
I kind of do wish it said the safety car mechanism is optional. Yeah. Yeah, or like a full course yellow or something. That'd be kind of sick. Alrighty, well, I will be right back. Gotta refill my water bottle because I am parched. We will check out some onboard footage of Doug as he makes his way through traffic.
That Doug in the picture there.
I think that was the
It
plan.
is. It is, yeah. So I'm gonna leave it here and I will be
yeah.
right back.
Just see Doug. There's struggling, screaming. He just screams all the whole time that he plays. 3 hours at the top of his lungs, and that's where he gets that peak for performance from this. It's like one of those rituals.
So our current race leader, Mark Recton, who is not pitted yet with a 40-second lead, is entering the pits right now. So Uthman Badmus hot on his tail. We'll see where they come out relative to each other when Recton's done. Evan Kim getting around Matthew Shorts to take P1 for GT4.
No surprise there.
Still fighting though.
Oh yeah, but the strategy teams, they're thinking it through left and right. They're
And,
thinking through the binders now.
Neither of them have pit.
Oh wow. What a beautiful story they're telling right now.
And Mark is on the way out. Will he beat Uthman Badmus? He does not. Mark Recton still got that long pit to get to. Oh wow. Ballsy line by Al. 2 cars right behind him. Dove for the apex anyway.
Oh yeah, it's Doug. He'll stop.
Brendan Chan, almost done tearing his way back through the GT4 cars. He's got one more to go through of Evan Kim.
Can we put my
And there it is.
teammate P. Rigatoni in for a quick checkup?
Rigatoni? Sure. In the Chevy.
Oh, there we go.
P21.
Is he down 2 seconds here?
Yes.
Ooh. He's in striking distance.
Gentlemen.
Mentalgen.
What?
Manental?
Oh, and Mark Recton yellow flagged. 4? Nothing apparent. But
Savage
he is
murder
now
cone?
P7. Shouldn't he be?
I think there is a cone down.
Cone. No.
He's gonna have to get out of the vehicle on the next lap and upright that cone.
Or face a heavy fine.
Rule.
I heard that there is like a certain amount of feet that you can't
Alatufo
walk
getting around
away.
Polly.
Oh, nice move. Walk away from the car if there's an incident before you're basically just out of the race.
Ah,
Lads,
Like,
where
in
has the
real
time
you
gone?
gotta bring a little rope and tow the car around with you.
Oh, I thought this was going to feel a lot longer than it was, but we've only got 30
Yeah, we're
minutes
already
left in
an
this
hour done.
race.
30 minutes
Yeah.
left.
So yeah, like you can get out of the car, like smack something onto the car and then get back in, I believe. But there is a certain amount of feet where you walk away, then you're basically just black flag.
Was it at the 24 hours at Le Mans where they had to run to the car or something?
Yeah, that was the old school start where they outlawed that in like the 70s.
Because they had like
Because-
people moving and the cars going.
Yeah, because drivers are still strapping themselves in while starting the car and rolling when, you know, 5 feet later they would get rear-ended and fly out the windshield. So they're like, yeah, let's change that. But now they have a rather interesting way of starting the race because they do the warm-up lap, but they all start on the front straight, parked sideways. And so they just pull out, adjust the wheel to the right a little bit, and just start going straight for the warm-up lap. The rather long warm-up lap.
It seems so relaxed.
It does, yeah.
But you seem so calm.
Yeah, before the most maddening 24 hours of your life.
It's unbelievable the cars can push it that hard for that long.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Gotta say, I kind of want to see somebody other than Toyota win. Controversial and hot take, but yeah, the crowd goes silent. Boom, mic drop.
I know Toyota's a team.
Yes.
And if you told me another team, then I could be like, I'm more of
Uh,
like what? Hang on, let me guess who you're on the team.
we can go on board with Santos real quick. What does Santos do?
Porsche.
Porsche have the 963 and IMSA now. Not
Okay.
WC quite yet. So right now for hypercar category, it's Toyota, Alpine, and Peugeot. Because Glickenhaus miraculously dropped out.
Wait,
They're-
is Alpine not Peugeot?
No, they are two different teams. Well, for this at least. Because Peugeot
But
has
they
a
are the
90
same team?
I don't believe so. Sorry, I'm getting distracted from the race. Santos
Oh,
is
yeah.
4.9 back from Badmus. He's just coming out of Radeon, and Badmus is halfway down the Kemmel Straight. Santos is lapping 5/10 slower than though. Oh. Alpine is Renault. That makes sense. And Peugeot is all in-house, correct?
I do not know. I know I had a Peugeot bicycle and it was fast. Let me tell you. Had manual gears, like
Oh.
reach down. It got stolen, or I
Oh.
left it unlocked at outside of a bar, and then don't remember what bar.
So it's gone.
Well, we could call that stolen.
Yeah, I'd say it's stolen. Somebody picked
I
it
don't have any more. Somebody else has it.
up.
It's stolen.
Yeah, it's gone.
But it's fast, and if they can make a bicycle, they can make a car. Let me tell you, that's what they say. If you want to make a car, make a bicycle.
Badmus is 5.3 seconds in front of Santos, adjusting a little bit for each corner between 5.4 and 5.6.
Badmus about to navigate some blue flags.
Ooh. I'll let the main screen handle that.
And job's done.
Oh, okay.
Gotta go fast.
It's like Renault Performance sub-brand. Oh, so Genesis to Hyundai, I'm guessing.
Oh, contact between Kovac and Sutherland.
Ooh. And God of Car is dropping down the order as well. Got a replay on that. Looks like it's just an overshoot of turn 1. Yes. A little bit of lockup. Oh, and spins it over the curb. Almost spins it. That's hard to see.
It's not spin it to win it unless you're in P1.
Exactly. Only do donuts for victory. Shepard in the GTR. Interesting choice.
Jerry up the inside of Evan Kim, and with that, he's cleared GT4. Evan Kim still P1 among GT4, but he nor is most of the rest of the GT4 field pitted yet. I wonder if they even have to.
They may not. I know they had to for the 2.5 hour Nürburgring race, but I mean that's also two and a
We've
half
seen
hours. Ain't nobody.
we've seen no GT4 cars in.
Yeah, unless it was for no, not even for damage. I don't think. They might just be more durable. To be honest, I spent from pole can confirm it just not weak to winning. You just have to spin better on a roulette table, my friend. Have you thought
Oh.
about that?
Aoki. I'm gonna do a stop. What
Ooh.
happened here?
Got it. It's in between
Oh,
Rigatoni and
a
Aoki.
cluster at the last corner.
Oh, unfortunate. Looks like Aoki was the only casualty, though.
Make sure you boys get your tickets in, and
Yes.
make multiple tickets for each incident to just really try to overwhelm them.
Please. We're still recovering from Monza.
And then, once you have your ticket in, complain about the rule system to Doug personally. He wants a letter though. It needs to be personally handwritten to him.
And once
put
he's
in his PO
responded,
box.
once he's justified every decision that he's made for the rules, offer alternatives.
What we're saying here is pester the stewards. Because we do not have
should
full-time
just
jobs.
every once in a while say maybe we should rethink that.
Maybe we should just not have... Maybe we should turn damage off. Thoughts?
Discuss.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
No one liked my idea for turning the clock off. Have a non-competitive race.
And when we finish, when we're done.
No.
We just do a pre-race interview and a post-race interview, and it's over, guys.
No. See, what we do is every single team series race is 24 hours. Oh, excuse me. It's a 24-hour race. Therefore, it's just battle of who can sit in the seat the longest. Also, I'm realizing now, the Cayman has a stick shifter.
Latufo going off a little bit, getting intimate with the wall.
Oh.
A little rubbing.
Get a room, eh? Ooh. The GT4 is taking that curb is just so sketchy. I gotta say, the graphics in car are stunning.
Yes.
That's real life done there.
It is. Yeah, this is real onboard footage. As you can see,
Tricking the viewers by splicing it in.
incident for Rigatoni once more.
I shared the link of the stream with the coworker a month or two ago, and they asked me a couple days after, was like, "Was that real life?" I know the stream does look good, but it's not real.
Because the broadcasting cameras are just on point.
Too
Ooh,
good.
that could be it too. The
They're not
combinations
just
is
cutting to Tom Cruise trackside for like
For
45
nothing.
seconds in the middle of a really
race.
exciting race. But we do have Tom Cruise in attendance.
That's true, we do. He's actually rooting for Thomas Greer in the Aston Martin Vantage. And with still damage.
Better hurry up.
Brandon Chan moves up to P13 around Jerry Finkel. You got it, Finkel. I don't know. You got to DM us, man. But we're fighting for our lives out here.
It sounds like a Scandinavian name.
I was gonna say, it sounds somewhere...
And when I see those names, I get scared.
Because I don't know how to pronounce
Because
them.
they be
and I
like
don't
the
wanna-
best drivers. You see like a
Yeah, like Schumacher.
Fredrickson or something like that. Oh, you're screwed. It's gonna be fast.
Bootman trying to get around, or Uthman getting around two blue flags. Finally gets around up the inside.
Oh, I was looking at that on my other...
Oh, yeah.
Rigatoni's first name is actually just a P in game. Fair. and Victor Diaz in the pits. Possible just for fuel. Car do be bouncing a little bit. It's just porpoising.
Matthew Short's all over this white Porsche, or no, Kim all over Matthew Short's.
Things are about to get violent. Just kidding. Oh,
Oh,
Browning moves
and
up.
we're almost 3 wide.
Oh.
Got a McLaren flying up his inside, or the outside. That is not the unsettled line he needs to hold off this Aston. He wants the inside, but he couldn't get the overlap.
The Wi-Fi troubles seem to have returned.
Oh no.
Oh, just a tiny bit. We're good. Yeah, it fixed itself. We're good. Anyways, going on board with my team series teammate. Ghost Rider Racing's 7-Up McLaren.
Kyle Miller?
Yes, sir.
This Ghost Rider guy's kind of fast.
I know, one of them got P5 and Monza D3. I don't know who that was. What a maniac. Shows up for one race for Ghost Rider Racing and then just gets P5. Oh. Kyle, if you can hear me, can you flash the headlights? I don't know if everybody listens to the broadcast while they're racing, but...
I usually do.
Yeah, me too. Alright, actually, if you have it and it's easy, just turn on your rain light. That'd be
Or
easy to see.
spin.
Don't do that.
We would know if you did it, if it's fun right now.
Evan
Of
Kim
course
taking
they're
P1 for GT4 again from Matthew Shorts.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
We got a race on our hands.
I told you, man, Evan Kim is a god in the Aston Martin GT4.
Hey, Durbin. T. Rigatoni's first name is
Oh.
Pasta.
Or pesto. Not sure, he'll have to correct us. And I don't see your rain light on, so you must not hear us. Unfortunate. Oop,
Too
incident
bad
for
we're
Shay.
Ooh. Locked it up. And just kissed the wall.
Replay in the picture-in-picture. Oh.
Oh, that's no fun.
Overloaded the tires. Yep, unfortunate. You hate to see it. Yeah, any drivers?
Alatufo yellow flagged. Can you catch that?
Yes. Ooh, front end damage. I can already tell you that. And classic Porsche. Ooh.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna look at that again.
Looks like he released the
more
wheel and
time.
then it just snapped and he went too fast? I don't. That's very weird.
Yeah.
Let's
Even
go
for the
bonnet
Porsche.
cam.
You think wrong in the Porsche.
Oh.
It does that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he released
He
it
was
the
trying
wrong
to-
time.
Yeah. He was trying to get around that GT4 car. Wow.
Wouldn't get too much toe.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I'm just going to go around for the straight or the kink, and then... Durbin is Duran. No. Durbin is retired from the race because of just car problems. Just
a
BMW things.
Incident.
Oh! Major crash on the main screen. Oh, no. What's that?
Wow.
Holly
that's-
Hartman.
And
Oh, get the medical squad out immediately.
Safety car.
oh
know.
no.
No. Cut
Boom.
that from the broadcast till we know he's okay.
Seriously,
Right.
sir.
That might be. Oh, it looks like we see some movement from inside the car. Oh, yeah. Man, these drivers are tough.
Oh man, it was like the Aston Martin racing incident at Le Mans. Nobody knew it, man.
Calling that a racing incident when a man's life is on the line.
Yeah. Oh. And there goes Doug, just streaking away. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't his fault.
Always Doug's fault.
Everybody blamed Doug.
Unless it's a good thing.
Then we congratulate Dahi and say thank you, Dahi. Whatever you did.
Thank you, Dahi.
Everybody say thank you, Dahi.
Say it. Thank you, Aiden,
What?
for saying thank you, Dahi. Everybody else now, with vigor.
Everybody else in unison.
What if we did this whole thing in like what is that called when they sing a cappella?
Mm-hmm.
Would it drive the views or no?
No.
No, okay.
Who's
We
Dahi?
should
I
have,
don't know.
a musical theme season.
My livery is just gonna be a picture of
get a
Dave
poll
Matthews
for
Band
that,
wrapped around the
Dave?
car.
Like, you have to always be singing at all times.
Oh God.
High School
Races are
Musical
20
SRA
minutes.
edition.
If I had the power to, I would drag Doug up here and ask him how he's doing mid-race, but don't have the power. Oh. Incident for Finokey. I'm so sorry. Just outbreaks himself.
Picture was creative line there. McMarrow.
Doug Mitchell getting around GT4 of Doug Lee.
Doug v. Doug. Well, more like Doug overtake Doug. There can only be one.
I just watched that movie again for the first time in years, like a week ago. So good. So good.
I have
I'm sorry,
no
which one?
idea what
Highlander.
movie.
Ah, okay.
Heard of
Don't-
that?
I don't think I've
It's
watched
where
it.
they,
but I've
they
heard of it.
there
It's got
can
a
only be
Viking
one
in it?
line came from.
Oh.
There can only be one Highlander.
Oh.
People have always called me
Well,
the
excuse me,
Highlander,
that
but I
he's
don't
not
know.
the he's a Highlander because that's where he's from. I forget what they call what the name of the thing that they're fighting for. It's immortality. I forget. I don't know. It's inebriated. But yeah,
You know,
good movie.
Explain the entire plot.
Yeah. Or poor movies reviews with SRA.
Hey everybody, welcome back to SR
Well-
endurance race. Matt Schwartz refusing to give up this fight against Evan Kim. A 0.6 second delta between the two.
They
of
are
them.
sweaty, let me tell you.
Recton having to
They
navigate
will
some
as well.
GT4s.
Sodium levels are high. Or low, maybe. Would they be low? Do we have a doctor in the chat? if you're chatting and you're a
Yeah,
doctor, let us know. We give free medical advice here on the SRA streams. Free medical, free legal advice. Just join the Discord.
Okay, every driver. Oh, what was that?
This
Matt
is
Schwartz.
Matthew Schwartz going into the pits.
Oh, I replayed something that wasn't important. Thought he just dived across the chicane. My apologies. What's Doug Lee up to? Crash yet? No. No, he's just chilling. He's actually got a clean car, besides the rubber. Any drivers on track that are listening to the stream, won't know how many people are listening. So go ahead. If it's easily accessible, turn on your rain light. It does no harm to anybody else. You'll be fine. It's not gonna make your car explode or something. But if you're listening to the stream, turn your rain light on. See just how many people are listening. For my own curiosity, we got 9 minutes left, so no harm, no foul.
I personally would have no idea how to do that. I know.
It's in your MFD.
Paddle shift up, paddle shift down. I learned those two at the coaching session with Matt Lehman.
You know we have a wet
Man
race next week,
knows.
right?
That man knows cars, let me tell you.
Sutherland up a position.
Yep, for and Kovac getting a free promotion for Matt Schwartz's pit.
Good moves, gentlemen. Not seeing any rain lights yet. Come on. Guess it's slacking.
Damaged Porsche running down damaged McLaren there.
Oh.
Sounds like a love
Santos?
story.
Oh.
Maybe we could elaborate on
We both have damage.
that.
The German and British sports car, Forbidden Love.
Let him catch you.
Across the pond. Matufo.
Well, folks, we got 8 minutes left, so that's 4 laps tops left to get the job done.
And what's the delta on our GT4 battle?
Let me see.
Evan Kim has a 30-second lead on Neil Sutherland right now. Victor
no,
Diaz gets
It's a
around Jeff
1 second
Shepard.
lead, 1 second lead.
That can't be right. No, Evan Kim, all alone. Neil Sutherland way far behind.
Really? Wow. Huh, I wonder what happened. That is odd.
Well, we need to get him in there for the post-race interview.
And for
Yeah,
and for GT3, Badmus, all alone. Well, not all alone, but got a healthy lead on Rogério Santos in P2, leading Al Latufo in P3. Pretty big gaps. I don't think they're going to be seeing each other.
Gentlemen, I'm not seeing rain lights. It's kind of disappointing.
Okay, turn on the rain.
Oh no. Yeah, wait, wasn't this supposed to be a rain race?
I thought it was too, yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be Suzuka in the dry.
Then you were corrected and they said, no, it's Spa in the wet.
Yeah.
Huh.
What a wacky
Maybe
world.
Now we have a
it's
cross
rain.
between the two.
No, it's not raining.
Rain in the last
Here
5
at
minutes?
SRA, we like to throw you off.
Yeah, no. What was it, last season? Hungaroring was supposed to be a rain race, and yet it was bone dry for my entire race in D2.
And it
It
really
sucked,
throws
respectively.
me off because I plan a lot into the outfit. The pre-race outfit, the media
Yeah.
day outfits. And
I wear my sheepy race.
how hard is it to get
swim
accurate forecasting information out there?
It's not.
So go ahead and write Doug a letter.
Doug. I don't know if I could ever do this many laps at Spa unless it was an LMP2 or 3.
Oh, I'd be
My
so
goodness.
tired. But with 5 minutes left, let's check in with positions changed. The biggest winner is Neil Sutherland gaining 13. No, he's the second biggest winner,
Victor
gaining 13
Diaz.
positions. But yeah, Victor Diaz gained 22, put himself up to P9.
That's a good amount of points right there.
Doug
Speaking
Mitchell
of which,
getting around
he's coming
Matthew
up-
Schwartz.
Oh, that was close. Anybody want a replay on that?
Yes,
I'll take a
please.
replay on that. Going through.
Oy, oy, oy. Ballsy. He left room on the outside.
He did, but oof. You know, if I got one piece of advice for you, don't eat Taco Bell before a race. Tell you what. Because my goodness.
If you want to get confident driving in traffic, this will maybe make you feel that way.
Yes. Oh, Alva Tufo nursing the damage in that Porsche. Just can't take the curves as quick.
Got to be careful.
incredible-
Colin Shea isn't very far behind.
He is 1 second behind. I gotta say, gentlemen, I am excited to see the performance of the new Porsches.
Oh yeah.
RS engine and a GT3 body is basically what I'm hearing. Ooh, ooh. Though I gotta say, nothing can top the 911 RSR.
Russell Allen reeling in Brian Anderson. About to get spicy for this fight. About to go side by side into Sector 3, and they are. Allen gets the inside, though, the shorter line, and tucks ahead.
Wow.
That's P5 for Russell Allen.
Yes, but it all comes down to the bus stop. It's not striking distance anymore. Never mind.
Oh, and what's this? Brian Anderson going into the pits?
What?
Oh,
2.5 minutes left? Why on earth?
And it's fuel.
fuel.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's a
no.
shame. That's gonna cost you at least 2 positions. Let's check back in with our GT4 fight. Evan Kim is leading Neil Sutherland by quite a lot.
Incident for Chan.
He's fine.
Oh. Quick replay. 2 preemptively. Oh,
Holy cow.
He's
Ooh.
fine. A little buff out.
Oh, yeah.
oh, we just
He's
on the
gotta-
final lap.
you have to use all the tires because you paid for them.
Exactly.
So,
Selena Boonstra in the Lamborghini. And P13 coming up on Evan Kim, looks like. In lap traffic.
Doug Mitchell trying to go around the outside of Kevin Kovac in the exit of Sector 3, and he
Ooh.
does. Very brave.
in the grass.
Hunting for every point possible.
Hey, that's what you do in racing. You push it in the Ooh, Santos going around a K-Man. Oh,
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Push, 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 push.
Final lap. It's a final countdown. Nice.
Colin must have had a moment 3.5 seconds back now. I can try finding it.
Dude, we could be a musical league.
Looks like that might have been it right there at the beginning of the clip. So a little bit of overcorrection on corner exit.
It really puts in perspective how the inclination, how sudden it is when you watch the rear cam going up the hill.
Oh, the wing camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad in the last lap now, Badmus
There we
leading
go.
Ruggiero by about 10 seconds. Evan Kim leading Neil Sutherland by about 30, and Doug Mitchell getting around Sutherland, scoop up a few more points. Those delicious, tasty, tasty points.
11-second stop for Brian must have been fuel. Yeah. More than likely. Oh, incident for... Oh no. Incident for Fennel. Oh. I'm not sure what it was, but... Oh, back to pits.
Let's finish this race out, boys. Bring her home.
Oh, and somebody left.
Holly
no,
Hartman
sorry.
getting around Rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
And Badmus clearing
Oh.
some blue flags.
Got some speed.
Evan-
What a good looking car.
Evan Kim snagging a few more points on Jerry, who's in the pits.
The leader has finished the race.
And Badmus takes home P1. Great drive.
Jerry Santos.
What a
for
race.
P2. Alva Tufo, Cohen Shea. A big incident in the last few moments of the race. Just sent her a little too hard, bud.
Looks like everybody made it out okay. Yeah. Right.
Oh man, that thing does not drive straight. Take it easy, buddy. You got it.
Oh yeah. It's just stanced.
Just bagged, cambered.
Code.
Amazing
And a
drag
hard
from the-
fought P4 for Colin Shea.
And thank
Amazing
you at home, our SRA viewers, for your undying support and love for our community here.
Thanks for tuning in. Please sub. It does support the organization.
It does.
And if you can't do that, follow.
And
Follow,
votes are
tell your
not
friend, and
free.
tell your grandma. That one's important. Tell your grandma.
And if you drive a car ever, join Sim Racing Alliance, and we will tell you how to drive it a different way.
Let me tell you how to drive.
Do
Rudy
you,
says-
yeah. Do you not get enough backseat driving? Huh? You want to be backseat driven by 400 people? Join Sim Racing Alliance.
Evan Kim bringing it home for P1 among GT4. Great drive,
So,
Evan.
We're taking the long way around. Bing shilling, some would say. Wow, an absolutely amazing race from everybody. That was
Is a
honestly
is a bit chaotic. I'm looking at the highlights and I see a lot of accidents. But I'm sure it could have been worse. Can we
Almost
snag some of our podium finishers?
absolutely. Let's get Mr. Badminton here. Dun, 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 dun. He's not in a voice channel. Doesn't look like.
How
Unless
about
I'm just not.
Santos?
Go yank him out of the car.
Get in here, Santos.
You have media obligations, sir.
I am not seeing Mr. Santos either.
Maybe Al.
Al, come on, surely Al.
Get us Doug in here if nobody else.
Yeah, let's get Doug in here. I'm sure he's got
Alright.
some things to say.
Doug, get in here. Mr. Doug.
Hello, hello.
I'm a battered man.
I figured you'd say something like that. We saw multiple incidents in the NSX. Now, how long have you been driving the NSX, first off?
So I've been driving the NSX for about 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you that the boys back in the garage really did a number on this one. Luckily, we had 3 chassis to run this week. Otherwise, I would not be able to compete because I totaled 2 of them. But the setup was definitely not a good one. Very oversteery, and as you could see through Eau Rouge and Radion, it likes to do the big death.
So what do you have to say to the mechanics? Are you thinking about leaving teams there, or?
Oh, I have already told them I'm pulling a Ricardo. I am asking for a big settlement to leave the team, and I am switching manufacturers next season.
You heard it here first.
He's coming to the Lamborghini team. Yay! No, I'm just kidding.
Lambo is appealing. The Aston Martin garage is appealing, and the BMW garage is begging for me to come back and win another championship with them. Bringing home 2 with them was
Only
man,
if it's
it
in
made
the
them feel
M6,
good. Exactly. We got a lot of conspiracy theories out there, but yeah. Needless to say, I did not have a good race, and I need to publicly apologize to Thomas Greer and Paul A. Hartman. We had some moments together, but yeah, I wanted to hang it in there and make sure that gave the community at least something to watch. I had to definitely had to serve some penalties here, probably.
Well, hey, it was an excellent race, man. Thank you so much for putting this together. And hey, did you have fun at least? Did you have a little bit of fun?
Yeah, I did. And the perks about driving at the back of the grid is that you have plenty of time to think,
Mhm.
reminisce, and pound some brewskis. So I did
I was
3
gonna say.
beers that race, so it felt pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but
You got that in
yeah,
a
thanks.
camel back there, Doug, or what's your approach?
Oh, I opened them up pre-race and I have them stationed one in a row next to the rig. So
Oh,
you just drink
that's
one and
genius.
keep
Oh,
on
so
going.
you don't go shotgun approach.
Oh, that's
Just
messy.
yeah.
That's messy. And plus, near all of my expensive electronics, that's definitely not the play.
Ooh.
That's yeah. Okay.
But
You heard it
I
here
will.
first.
I'm
Here,
dying to
heard it
know.
here first.
I'm dying to know how McGinnis did in his first bout as commentator.
It was great.
People are saying we got banned from Twitch in the chat. Yeah.
Banned from Twitch.
Yeah. Apparently I
Uh,
said some words I shouldn't have or
oh man,
something.
McGinnis,
Oh,
you have
heck.
one job. You have
Oh,
one job.
oh shucks. So
Well,
can we
what
get a podium person in here? No
Absolutely,
offense,
we got
Doug.
Alan.
We got Alan Evan now.
All right. Well, I will get out of your hair. Sorry for the lack of content apart from my deaths. Better luck next week.
Better luck next week.
Adios, fellas.
See ya. Let's get Alan here now. Hey, Al. Great
able to,
drive.
hey. How you guys doing?
Doing great. How about you? How you feeling?
I'm doing all right. I was just saying to Evan here, I didn't do so well in qualifying, and I didn't really think I was going to do all that great in the race. But I don't know. I think what happened in the first couple of laps was a bit of a blessing that I had a little bit more breathing room. So I'm happy with the result.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, my apologies, but you were driving the Porsche. That's correct.
That's right. Yeah.
I saw multiple times that, well, not multiple times, just weird little things happening, like perhaps losing the back end or something like that. Was it just a setup problem or is it the Porsche problem?
Well, with the tires, I actually stopped for tires, stopped for fuel, but I had a couple of moments where I was trying to decide which way to go on to passing, somebody, and I think I got into the grass a few times. Tapped the wall once, got about 4 or 5 seconds of damage, but nothing terrible. By the time I went into the pits for fuel, I think I may have 6 seconds of damage. So apart from
That's
that,
not bad.
yeah, I think I had maybe one little moment throughout the whole race. Other than that, it was just trying to pass others and trying to do it cleanly. And I think I tried to be a little bit more patient than the last race.
So the key was patience in navigating the incidents out there.
Yeah, just getting an idea about which way somebody's going to go. And the problem is when you're going from a left to a right turn or vice versa, you don't know whether they're going to be on the inside or the outside, and they don't know what you're going to do either. So it's a little bit tougher that way. But like I said, if you make it a little bit patient, wait for a little bit of a straight. And obviously, the guys behind you, in front of you, got to do the same thing. So everybody's got the same situation, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I had fun.
Well, I mean, that was an absolutely amazing drive, my man. Were thoroughly entertained. Uh, is there anything you'd like to say to the people back home?
Well, join SRA if you want to have clean, fun racing. Everybody here knows this. Everybody's listening knows this too. Come join. And thanks to you guys too for doing an awesome job every week. You guys are the unsung heroes of SRA. And
thanks, man.
I'll make sure that after
Yeah,
this
tell the
race,
stewards.
yeah, I'll make sure after this race, as tired as I am going to go right to to watch this again. So thanks,
Awesome,
guys.
man.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
See you next time.
see you guys.
And now for the GT4 winner,
Evan, my
Mr.
boy.
Evington.
Hey.
Great job,
Well,
man.
I was saying that a little bit ago we, I guess, raced together at the Nürburgring 2.5 hour race, my first multi-class madness race, and I just saw how quick you were in the Vantage, and that seems to have continued to translate today. How was it out there?
It was great. And yeah, something about that car I really drive with it. It's real stable and easy to drive, easy to feel comfortable and confident. But yeah, it was a great race. I got a little swallowed up in the lap one incidents ahead. Ended up losing a couple of positions, but fought my way back. Mr. Schwartz was out there.
On your
He had like
tail.
Yeah, he had a 10-second gap. I caught up to him, and I think he kind of woke up after he saw me there, and we were in voice chat, and he was saying, "Man, I got so much better driving behind you." I'm like, "Oh man, I shouldn't have passed you so early." And that was an awesome race, being bumper to bumper like that for lap after lap. It's a shame he got the drive through for track limits, but regardless, that was really fun and really good pace from Matt. That was a fun race.
Nothing but kind words coming from Mr. Evan Kim. Now, if you were to do another multi-class event, which track are you doing it, and what are the conditions going to be?
Mm.
Like, what is your dream setup to be running that GT4 in?
No, I actually really like the Nürburgring. I feel like that track suits itself well to multi-class racing. It's got a good mix of all sorts of corners, some interesting spots, especially that turn one hairpin with
Oh,
GT3s ripping down the straight behind you, and I think that track is one of my favorites in general, and is really good for multi-class. So I put ourselves in Nürburgring. Definitely not in the wet. I can't imagine a multi-class race in the wet. That sounds like an awful time. But
yeah.
yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people back home?
Yeah. Thanks to all my fans, if there are any, and
I'm your
good to
fan.
be back. All right, there we go. +1. But
Can
no,
we
good
get
to be
some
back here,
Evan Kim
back to
merch?
back. Oh, you guys missed out. I had some used sweatpants on eBay.
Oh,
What? Worn?
100,000?
Just one
Not washed?
one
Oh,
pair unwashed. I wore them for the 12-hour Barcelona we participated in, so there's plenty
oh,
to be happy about there.
oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Yep.
You spoil
Maybe
us.
maybe in the
SRA
future I'll run
auction?
another yeah. No, in the future I'll have to run another merch campaign. So keep your eyes peeled.
Well, Evan, thank you so much for your kind words. Nothing but amazing driving from you. Thank you, folks. Your GT4 class winner, and we will pull up. Mr. Allen has appeared. Do we want to get him in here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Allen, you have been called to the commentator's box.
Oh,
How
hey.
was it out there?
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I was. It's the end of the week, Friday. I'm brain dead, so I was not paying attention to my widget on the formation lap. So I got to the pit. So I started from the box, but drove all the way up to fifth. So I was pretty happy with the drive. It was, it was fun considering, and then it was fun fighting through initially the entire pack of GT4s all together. I was like, this is gonna be sketchy, but I made it through clean.
Yeah, there were two GT3 drivers that had started behind the GT4 field due to just not being, just unable to set a qualifying lap time. But how was it starting? And I mean, no offense, of course, but starting from basically the very end.
Yeah, I mean, starting from the end, I was like, well, at least I know I'm going to miss any chaos at the beginning. I had the pace. I may have been able to get on the podium if had I started with the because I qualified seventh, I think. But like I said, I got sent to the pit box. I had good pace, but who knows? I may have gotten caught up in some chaos. So all's well that ends well, as far as I'm concerned. It was fun. Like I said, just fighting through the pack. I had a lot of good moments of overtaking mostly GT4s, but a few GT3s too.
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolutely amazing drive that we saw. Gentlemen, you guys got any questions?
You think you'll do a similar performance next week or better?
Where is next week? Is it? I thought this week was going to be Suzuka, but I was confused
So
about.
did
You and
I.
everyone
I did a
else.
bunch of rate research about Suzuka, so we're ready.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
telling.
Is
I'll
Suzuka
be
next
telling
week?
Anderson jokes.
Is Suzuka next week?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
It
We'll
was
be
Okay.
wherever
was
we
this
are
week.
next week.
One second.
Wherever
I've
SRA's
got
private jet flies us out to.
Next week
Yeah.
is Suzuka on the 23rd.
Ooh.
Sunny.
Yep. Japan.
That'll be
That'll
be
be
a nice drive.
exciting. I almost want to just jump in and compete. Actually, GT4 Suzuka would be a new experience for me, and I bet it would be really fun. Oh, I
I
gotta
might
do
have to
that.
compete as well. I
Oh,
might have to compete as well.
I
Well,
might
folks,
be here talking about you two then.
is there anybody else we'd like to speak to? Anybody else we'd like to
let me,
mention before we
let me
close this out?
scan the voice chat roster right now. Brian Anderson had I think, an eventful race. I'm gonna get him in here.
No problem.
Hey, Brian. If you don't mind, I just dragged you in here to just talk about your race. You got anything
Oh,
you want to share?
I know why you're. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
We know what you did. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you know what I did. It was pain.
I actually don't, because I have the memory of a goldfish.
Yes, same here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I had like asymmetrically loaded fuel, so I was gonna pit early, and I was being
Hmm.
chased down by Badmiss,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pit on the next lap, and then I passed the pit entry because I was so focused on the guy in my mirror. I crossed the finish line, and I was like, oh,
Oh
I
no,
can't
did you
finish
have
another
enough?
lap. I didn't have enough to do another lap, so I just pulled off and teleported to pits.
Oh, don't do that. Change your
Oh.
engine map and lift and coast. Or was
I
it
had
that
2
low?
liters.
Oh,
I had 2 liters for a whole.
Oh.
Yeah,
means maybe
That is not
possible.
enough for. Yeah, that's
I
not
just
enough. For
figured
squad.
I'd take the penalty of like the extra minute and a half or so,
Yeah.
because I'd
Yeah.
already finished. I'd already passed the finish line just like seconds before. So I just took a chance. Got the new tires, put enough fuel in. I thought, but it turns out
Oh.
I had to fuel save the rest of the race. I kept going through map 1, 2, 3. I went through all the maps. I kept asking people. I'm like, what for the AMR? Like, what's this pace car map? Because
Right.
every
Yeah.
map I tried, it was using the same amount of fuel. And my like delta, I was just like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. And at the end, I just
Sounds
had to
like
take
your
the splash and dash.
engineers failed you
Yep.
out there.
No kidding.
I keep hearing I, but really it sounds like a they.
Yeah, your job is to
you
drive.
know? You are the
Alright.
driver.
All right, I got to talk to someone. Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah, no kidding.
Real talk
wondered
though,
what
I
happened to
wonder,
you.
Hold on.
does anybody actually make good, like, what is the software to go to for like that kind of thing?
I
You
use
know-
ACC Drive, but yeah, I think it did the math wrong, or I cut it too close. Because when I pitted early, right, like I didn't know, I know how much I planned to put in on the second stint, and I think that's how much I put in. But yeah, it just was a little bit short.
Oh, that's a shame, man. Glad you were able to bring it home in the end, though.
Yeah,
Could have been worse.
it could have been worse. I mean, I lost another 2 positions when I took the splash and dash, but
Yeah, I think we did catch that. Yeah, you had 2 people, but fortunately the next train was pretty far back, so you're safe after that.
yeah, but it was good. Still fun.
All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to share, or anybody else we want to yoink up here?
I'll say my final thoughts, and then we can probably cut this out. Check out simracingalliance.com for your North American sim racing needs and wants. If you are just getting ACC, just getting any type of sim racing game, someone will probably be able to help you. Whether it's, we have a couple of people dabbling in iRacing, Automobilista, R Factor 2, anything like that. Even just good old Assetto Corsa, we've got a couple of servers for that as well. SimRacingAlliance.com is the place for you. Whether you're just getting a wheel, setting up on a controller, and I know we have people playing on controllers still, or just any type of sim racing content in general, even if you don't plan to race with us, come check us out. Again, simracingalliance.com for North American and, I mean, honestly, just Western Hemisphere League. So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out on this Multiclass Madness Friday, and we will see you next week for the Team Series events. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.